Hey, how's it going? I'm just looking over to make sure the little audio thingy is going boingy, 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 telling me that my audio is coming through. Daniela, oh my gosh, it's great to see you again. I hope things are going fantastic for you and your new family and the restaurant and so forth. That's fantastic. And Panay, we have you with us. That's great. Jenny, good morning. Oh, tremendous. Oh, we're getting a lot of folks in, which is great because I'm really excited about this. Taya, Eric, wow, we've got the whole crowd. Sergey, oh, I hope things are going well for you. I've had Sergey in a couple of classes, and of course I see him all the time when I'm out doing my home improvement and so forth. So yeah, great to see you guys. It's been a while, right? Been a while. We had that winter break and so forth. So yeah, I'm excited to get started here again. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing with this new series. This is the first series in, what are we calling it? Real World Ready, Essential Skills to Future-Proof Your Career. Here's the idea, guys. Most of you, I think all of you who are here right now, you know me through Salt Lake Community College. You know me through school, your professor, all that sort of good stuff. Okay, great. And we talked a lot about, we do school stuff, right? We do assignments, we do lectures, we do all that sort of stuff. This series, though, I decided to do something a little different. Now that I'm moving and so forth, I'm getting hot. I want to talk about skills that will make you competitive today and in the future. Here's the idea. AI is here. AI's here, and some people are saying, oh, it's being overblown. Other people are saying, oh, we're not appreciating what it can do, and so on and so forth. The fact of the matter is we don't know. But I will tell you this. It will change everything. I mean, everything, right? Hey, Holly, great to see you. And Ethan. Oh my gosh, it's been a while, Ethan. Great. So AI is going to change everything. It's going to change jobs. It's going to change careers. Tyler, great. And here's the funny thing. I sort of kind of know what I'm talking about. Let me explain. Because every old person thinks they know what they're talking about. But when I went to school, when I was your age working on my bachelor's degree, there was no internet. There was barely dial-up modem services, BBS. Oh my gosh, if you look at dial-up modems and so forth, that was just starting to come on the arena. Computers were not something that you had in every home and so on. And so when I was studying for how to earn a living, I was not studying today's skills. Isabel, hey, great to have you. Oh my gosh, we're getting a ton of folks. This is great. So I'm in school doing all the school stuff like I'm supposed to, just like you guys have been doing. And all my professors are telling me, hey, these are the skills you need to be successful in the future. And then they would tell me how to use light boards and how to use hot wax machines when I'm cutting out articles and putting them through the hot wax and pasting them on the boards, on the light, things that you don't even know what I'm talking about. That's because technology has changed so much that today I'm doing this crap for my job. And my friends, this crap did not exist. It's going to be twice as dramatic for you guys. Twice as dramatic. I'm here to tell you, you do not know what the workforce is going to look like 5 years from now, let alone 10, 15, 20, or what have you. And you're going to be in the workforce for the next 40 years. 40. You're going to be in the workforce the next 40 years. So I really want to make sure that you guys have this is oh, hey. We have family with us. That's fantastic. I want to make sure that you guys have real skills, transferable skills, meaning skills that are not only relevant and germane today, but will be relevant and germane tomorrow when AI is taking over the world. I want you to be competitive and earning good money when AI is taking everybody else's jobs, people who did not prepare. Okay. So with that, let's kick off our first one. Our first little lecture here. Asia. It's Asia. Asia. Sorry, Asia. Great. Oh my gosh, we have Asia with us. Asia's new. Hey, Asia. Welcome. A lot of folks have been live streaming with me for a while. It's great to see new faces, right? This is what we're talking about today. Setting and accomplishing goals. All right. All I want to do today, this is all I want to do today. Just for you guys who are new, we tend to go about 30 to 40 minutes. That's our goal. So we do things in really nice short chunks, right? I just want to basically sell the idea that goal setting is a skill. Not only is it a skill, it is a life skill. All right. So this is what we're going to do today. I want to discuss why we should be setting goals and why we resist setting goals. All right. I'm just going to throw this out there. You know you're supposed to set goals. Maybe you've tried, hasn't really worked. You're not really quite sure how to do it. You've resisted. Okay. So I want to talk about why we should and why we resist and really kind of get this, establish this as a foundation for us as we go forward. As it says here, I'm not going to give any solutions today. I'm not going to give any tips and tricks. I'm not going to really offer much there. That's coming in the future. But in order for you to embrace future tips and tricks and processes and systems and skills that I want to, kind of share with you, in order for you to embrace those, you first need to agree with me that setting goals is important. And so that's what I want to do today. That's all we're going to do. All right. Why does this matter? I'm sitting here telling you these are future-proofing your career. These are real-world skills. Well, goal setting is a critical skill set because it provides you with a structured approach to growth, adaptability, and resilience in an ever-changing and ever-evolving economy. Now, I just, in my opening spiel, told you that we don't know what the workforce is going to look like, what the market is going to look like, what the economy is going to look like, the job market 5 years from now, let alone 10, 15, 20, 20. You get the idea. We have no idea what it's going to look like, which means your secret to success is going to be adaptability and resilience and tenacity. And goal setting is a fantabulous skill to use to help develop and leverage these traits, adaptability and resilience and so forth. So that's what I want to convey today. Because setting and accomplishing intentional objectives is how you become who you want to become. I think I can say with confidence that you're still trying to figure out who you are because I am almost 60 years old and I'm still trying to figure out who I am. So I am not being belittling or pejorative when I say, oh, you're still trying to figure out who you are. We all are. This guy too. And I'm telling you, goal setting is how we discover who we are and then become that person who we want to become. You want to become somebody different. I mean, you want to be cool and awesome like you are right now. I totally get it. But you want to be successful. You want to have spare time. You want to be able to pursue hobbies. You want to be financially secure. You want to, build a family of some sort or another, perhaps. You have career objectives and so forth. That is not who you are right now. That's a person in the future. Goal setting is how we become that person in the future. Okay. So with all that, let me sell you. And by the way, in the chat here, feel free to chat away. I've got the chat right up here. I can see it as I stream and so forth. So if you have thoughts, questions, ideas, feel free to chime in. All right. Why do we set goals? Now, here's the thing. I want to call something out. You have heard this your entire life. I get it. Oh my gosh, I get it. You've heard from all kinds of people, you should set goals. You've heard it from your parents. You've heard it from aunts and uncles. You've heard it from business leaders. You've heard it from YouTubers. You've heard it from professors and so forth. Everyone's telling you should set goals. And you're like, yeah, I get it. Well, here's the problem, guys. At least for me. Here's my problem. It may not be yours. This is my problem. The more I hear that you're supposed to do something, the more I start to question it. The more I start to think, is it really all that much, or is this a trend or something? And furthermore, the more I hear it, the more it becomes white noise. If I hear something new and exciting, my ears perk up because it's new and exciting. But when I hear the same old, tired thing over and over, it's white noise, and I just shut it out. So I want to acknowledge that you should set goals as white noise, but let me try to sell it a little bit, all right? Let's do a different button. There's a button I want. Here are some of the things that setting goals does for you, all right? Life is packed with competing demands and distractions. Okay, you already know this, but let me tell you something. You're going to learn it even more as you get more responsibility. So right now, you've got yourself school, you've got work, you've got family, you have some social things, you have this live stream to maybe get some skills, extra credit, things like that. You have the news, you have social media, you have all your roles and responsibilities and obligations all bearing down on you. And hell, sometimes you're lucky just to keep your head above water. I get it. Bad news, it gets worse. It gets worse if you don't take control. Part of what goal setting does is it allows us to focus our energies on the things that really matter and push away and give a middle finger. Trust me, there's a couple of middle fingers there. Give a middle finger to the things that don't matter. Trust me, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't matter. There's this quote I really like by this famous guy, Maxwell, who says it's almost impossible to underestimate the unimportance of practically everything. Okay, goals allow us to focus on what matters and keep the distractions to a minimum. So they help us clarify what matters to us. Having clear, specific goals can help you focus on where to put your time and energy. Folks, you have limited time, limited energy, limited money, limited cognitive resources, the ability to keep your shite together for a given period of time, limited focus, and yet you have an infinite demand on those resources from the world. Infinite demand on those resources. Limited resources, infinite demand. Goal setting makes sure that you're taking those limited resources and putting them where they matter instead of on the infinite. And then, of course, you can avoid drifting from random task to task without a sense of purpose. Trust me, a lot of life, especially in the workforce, for people who don't know how to focus and set goals, is really just random, meaningless, busy work. And you know what busy work is. We at college, we are happy to give you all kinds of busy work. Well, if you think we give busy work, and we do, I try not to. Work gives busy work too. And so you want to make sure you can avoid that. All right. Goals really drive motivation. And, okay, come on, I'm going to say it for me, once again for me. Motivation is like a frickin' drug. It's like a drug, and it feels so good. When you're moving and going and doing cool things, motivation feels fantastic. Hey, Riley! Oh my gosh, graveyard shift. Oh, I did that. When I was working on my bachelor's degree, I worked for FedEx out in Memphis. And I worked from 10:30 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. Oh my gosh, it was rough. So goal setting can really drive motivation. Setting challenging but achievable goals increases motivation. It's a hit from that drug. Difficult goals energize you and put the effort because they are personally challenging. Let me say that in English. If you have a difficult goal, it's not almost. It is more energizing and motivating than a simple thing. I don't know about you, but me, guys, if I have all these really simple, easy, almost boring, mundane tasks, it's really easy for me to slough them off because they're boring. Whereas when I have these competitive or challenging goals that kind of scare me a little bit, they energize me. Leslie, good morning. And then goals stretch your abilities and make the journey more exciting and rewarding. So here's the thing. You've said it. You've said it before. You'll say it again. I want to encourage you to stop saying it. We all say, I will be happy when. I will be happy when I complete my college degree. I will be happy when I get my first career job. I will be happy when I'm promoted to a level of financial security. I will be happy when I'm making this much money. I will be happy when I retire. I will be happy when I can, death is next. And so we keep saying, I will be happy when. Well, goal setting allows us to be happy in the moment, on the journey. And that's where you live. You live on the journey. You don't live at the destination, okay? You live on the journey. So that's where you want to be happy. Okay, goal setting really fuels performance. Goals create short-term wins and a sense of accomplishment along the way. It's on my phone, and I have little pieces of paper here and so on and so forth. I love ticking off things that I've done, that I've accomplished. Each day I tick those off. And that's motivating, and it makes me want to do more and perform. You can make progress, your confidence, and as you make progress. There, let's read the slide line. As you make progress, your confidence and satisfaction increases, which then fuels still greater performance. Let me posit something else for you guys. Let me offer this. There are few things more powerful to your success than confidence. Confidence is the bedrock of all success. And yet, building confidence is really, really, really hard. And it's almost more difficult to retain, maintain, sustain, and other aims that confidence. And so goal setting really helps us build and sustain confidence. And that is the bedrock upon which you can build your future happy state, right? That person you want to become. Okay, finally, for what's the point of these things, goals? Life is full of unexpected obstacles. You are going to get your ass kicked on a daily basis. You are already going through this. It's only going to get worse. The ass kickings are going to become more frequent and more powerful. So I'm just saying, life is hard, all right? So goal setting and accomplishing goals really trains us to be resilient. When you encounter setbacks, having a goal helps to remind you why you started all this in the first place. You are probably already doing this to some degree on your schooling, right? Every once in a while, you're in school going, what the holy hell am I here for? Why am I doing this? This sucks. I should be off working and making money. And when that happens, you either drop out, which happens a lot, or you're able to sit back and go, no. Remind yourself why you're here. You want to develop skills so you can have future opportunities, so you can have future happiness, blah, 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 right? So you remind yourself why you're there. And the journey isn't always linear. We talked about that. And you're going to have to go all kinds of different directions. Goals can be a North Star as you steer your ship around the storms and the maelstroms and the doldrums and so on and so forth. You're still going in the right direction because your North Star, your goals are leading you, but you're taking detours along the way. That's life. That's normal. Okay. Oh, by the way, helps you also uncover your purpose. Why are you here? What are you doing? What are you going to do with your life? Goals help you there. But now, here's the thing. I want to reiterate something, and I'm about to give you a warning of life. I know you're doing other things right now, and that's totally cool. You should be multitasking. I get it. But come back to center here for just a moment. Let me give you a warning of life. If you do not know your purpose and have goals and know where you're going and know how you want to orchestrate your energies and your time and so forth toward a direction, you will be a tool in the hands of people who do know what they're doing. This is what leaders do. Now, it's okay, but I just want to give you this thing a warning. Leaders are people who have a vision for where they want to take the world. These are leaders. They need people to help them take the world that direction. There are two kinds of people, and they can work with either one of them. They either find people who share their vision, and the people go, that's cool, I'm with you, let's do this, I share your vision, there's no daylight between us, hive mind, let's do it. They can work with those people. But they also look for people who are like, I don't know what I'm doing. My life, my purpose. I don't know what to do with my time. I don't know what to do with my energy. I don't know what to do with my skills. If you pay me, I guess I'll take your vision that direction. They'll work with those folks too. I want you to be the leader. I don't want you to, or the person who buys in, that first person who buys in with the vision. I don't want you to just be a passive tool who just does the work of others just to make the paycheck. I want you to be your own leader. Goals do this. Okay, now let's call out. We resist setting goals because, come on, as I said before, you've heard all this. Maybe not all of it. Maybe some of this is new. Maybe some of this is getting you to think a little bit differently. That'd be totally cool and awesome. But you know you're supposed to do goals, and as I said before, it's white noise. So why? Why do we resist? Well, there's a lot of good reasons we resist. And by the way, it's important to know why we're resisting so that we can self-diagnose us and figure out what we need to do to overcome this resistance. So as you look at these, figure out which ones are like, oh my holy hell, that's me. So that you can diagnose it and figure out a way to mitigate this resistance. First one is fear of failure. This one affects me. They all do, but this one affects me a lot. Setting a goal and then failing to reach it, well, it stings. It stings bad. All right? You let yourself down, but in some cases, you let down others as well. Trust me, as a former Ironman athlete, I've done a ton of Ironman events, but I've also failed in a couple, one in particular. It's a DNF, did not finish. I started it, did not finish. That kind of failure really stings. And so I get it. And so what's the best way to avoid failure? Don't try. Well, we already know that's not a good solution. Another reason we might resist setting goals is because we're perfectionists. Why bother trying if you can't do it perfectly, right? Perfection is a myth. Perfection is a myth, but it's a powerful myth. Some may feel that if they can't do it perfectly, then yeah, I'm not even going to bother. Overwhelming. I get this one. This one affects me to a tremendous degree. When you look at a goal as a whole, if you just look at the whole, stand back and look at the whole, it is so totally overwhelming. You don't know where to start, how to tackle it, anything like that. And so you run and hide. I have a 1965 MG Midget in my garage that has been in parts for 16 years because it's overwhelming and I've run and hid this whole time. You see the shirt? You see the shirt? I'm working on my MG shirt. This afternoon, I'm going to go down and install a fuel pump because I'm trying to get over the overwhelming, I'm scared of it aspect. Okay? Self-doubt. This one vexes me, and I'm pretty darn confident. I mean, look at me. I'm awesome. But I still doubt myself, right? A lack of confidence in yourself may cause you to set lackluster goals or none at all. I've been accused of this very recently in November of last year, which made me change my goals for this year. Daniela, she knows what I'm talking about and so forth, and you guys will too later on. I changed my goals to be much more aggressive because I had so much self-doubt that I was setting lukewarm, mealy-mouth goals, and somebody challenged me on that, and so I changed it. Discomfort with structure. I don't relate to this one, but I know a lot of people who do. Some people prefer flexibility and spontaneity over planning and processes, and so they see goal setting as kind of this confining practice. You're making me follow rules and systems and processes and structures, and I just need to be free, man. And so, yeah, I could see that. I don't relate because I like systems, but I can really relate to this. So Riley says, how do you know if your goals are lukewarm? I would say that a lukewarm goal, Riley, is one that is not particularly inspiring, that truth is, you could probably do it without really challenging yourself. And when you think about it. It doesn't fill you with a sense of, oh, this is big, I've got to do this, and so forth. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. That to me is a lukewarm goal. So, for example, when I set a goal that's like, oh, I want to accomplish this, but I actually kind of did something close to that last year without even really trying. Well, if you could do it with only a little bit more effort than no effort, then that's a lukewarm goal. A real goal in my mind, with goal setting theory, is one in which it is just barely on the line of impossible. It's possible, it's doable, but it scares you. And you think, boy, if I'm going to do this, I really need to focus and learn and grow and develop. That is not a lukewarm goal. That's my take. Yeah. Hold on. We want to go back to this one. There. That's what we want. It's looking at the wrong monitor. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors going on. I get mixed up. Oh, good. I'm glad that was helpful. Thank you. Copy that. Ooh, somebody watches cool movies or served in the military. Okay. Fear of change. Fear of change. Goals often mean change, and that can be intimidating if someone feels comfortable with the status quo. This one actually affects me a little bit. One of the ways that you can achieve your goals, and we'll talk about this in the future, is by, well, let's say that you're like, oh, I could never do that. And then I say, well, who could do that? Well, Tony Stark could do that. All right. Today, be Tony Stark for 20 minutes. And it's like, whoa, that's different. That's uncomfortable, right? That's not the status quo. Or when I read about other successful YouTubers and entrepreneurs and so forth, and I read about what they do and the life they live, I'm like, I don't want to do that. Or do I? Fear of change, right? Now, I want to say, with all these resistors, you can overcome them. You can, hey, cheat activated. Great to have you back. Oh, it's been a while. In the upcoming episodes that we discuss, on these Friday mornings, we're going to talk about ways that you can really fully commit to your goals. And we are going to talk about a lot of skills that are not just goal-based, but transferable, as I call them. So we are going to use this as a vehicle by which we can learn lots and lots of future-proofing skills that can be used in a variety of domains, not just goal setting, okay? And next week, we're going to start right away by talking about time management. Once again, something we hear a lot about, but then I'm going to ask you this. You hear a lot about it, but do you do it? We're going to talk about doing it. So a couple things between now and then. Here's a call to action, all right? I did a live stream like in December of last year. Daniela, she attended, and it's called Thrive in 25. I'll show you where it is. Thrive in 25. It goes through a whole process to help you figure out what your goals and objectives should be. So I encourage you to watch the Thrive in 25. It's a workshop. It's a live stream, but you can use it as a workshop to figure out what you want to focus on. And then on Tuesday nights, I hold what I call a work shift live stream. I'm in this studio just working. I'm working on my goals. And I invite you to attend these live streams to work on your goals right alongside me. There's no lecture, there's no talking or anything. It's just some music, some sound effects, and so on and so forth. And so we just work together. Now the chat is totally functional, and we talk and discuss and play in the chat. but it's just a chance to work together. So go to YouTube, my channel in YouTube. You're there right now. Go to live and find the Thrive in 25 workshop. It was done, December of last year. That's the one that you're going to be looking for. And then those work shifts that I was telling you about, that you can just work alongside me and we can talk about your goals in the chat. That's over in my Nutshell Brainery Industrial Compound channel. It's just the channel I set up for working, right? There's no lectures, there's no nothing. It's just work. It's at Nutshell Compound. There's the URL right there, YouTube at Nutshell Compound. And these Nutshell Compound work shifts, those are the ones you want to look for every Tuesday night. I think a few of you have attended some of those, so you know a little bit about those. All right? And then finally, I want to thank my patron supporters, and some of you are here today, which is totally cool to see. So thank you very much. I like doing this, but having your support, it's rewarding. Later on, we're going to talk about intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, and we'll talk more about what it means to be supported by others and what it does for us to keep us moving forward. So thank you all very much. And my friends, that is it. I told you I shoot for between 30 and 40 minutes, and this was 36 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm good. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I want to give you something of value, and I hope you got something of value. All right? So there you go. I'll stick around for a few minutes if you want to chat or anything you want to talk about or questions or anything, but otherwise, we are all set. Everyone, thank you very much for, attending and playing with me here. Have a fantastic day, a better weekend, and go off and make some trouble. We'll see you later. Hey, thank you, Holly. Oh, Christy, you were here. I didn't see you, Christy. Great to have you back. That's Christy. Christy was, Christy's one of those. As well as Daniela. Daniela's one of those. Thank you, Daniela. Get that fuel pumping. I like it. Right? That's what we need. We need to be psyched up about what we're doing. Jenny, too. Thank you so much. Eric, great. Great to have you along. Off to work. Go kick ass, Eric. Riley, thank you very much. I hope you are going to use it. And let me know how you're using it. I really mean that, Riley. I want to know how you're using it. Tyler, as always, great to see you. Riley, great to have you back. Taya, all right. I hope it was motivating. I motivate myself. That sounds kind of masturbatory, right? But this is what gets me going. Great, Riley. Cheat activated, always watching your recordings. Thanks for always posting these. You're one of the best professors. Well, thank you. I try. It's a big, scary world. I want to help where I can. Hey, thank you, Asia. Great intro. Good. I hope it brings you back. Thank you, Christy. I hope your horses are keeping warm. It's getting pretty cold. Sergey, yes, I'm doing the Tuesday morning live streams. Yes, Sergey, those are, Tuesday evening. I do Tuesday morning live streams, but that's for the 1050 class. You've already done that. You're welcome to attend. They're in YouTube. So if you see the Tuesday morning live streams, you are absolutely more than welcome to attend. But it's kind of old hat for you. You had a great semester. Oh, yeah, keep them blanketed. Very good. I always look at farm animals when they're outside, goats and sheep and horses, and I don't know if they're warm or not. I don't know how their physiology works, but I like to see them blanketed. That's great. Um, let's see. So, Sergey, the 1050 live streams, those were the optional live streams, the one on Fridays. These are the new optional live streams. I'm doing these instead of 1050. The 1050 ones have moved to Tuesday morning. Want to master business skills. So I like to, master business skills. And cheat activated, I'm telling you, and you know this, but I'm going to say it again. Business skills are transferable. The things that make you successful in business can make you successful in life and vice versa. So people who really stay on top of their skills, they're the ones who will not get outmaneuvered in the future. AI and all the other things and so forth, you're going to run circles around them because you're staying up on your skills. That's why I do Nutshell Brainery. Tyler, come on in and help us. Yeah, actually, Tyler is right. Sergey, if you join on the 1050 live streams and comment, you help Tyler and the others get the extra credit. You know how that is. Fantastic. Yeah, cheat activated. I'm telling you, that's the way it is. I got you guys on the comments. Yes, I actually love it when people who are not in the class are there commenting and kind of racking up that extra credit. It's kind of like, look, dear students, people who don't even care about this stuff and won't, well, not care, they care about it, but people who do not benefit from it are here helping you out. You ought to help them out. I love it. All right. Well, I see the comments have slowed up. Oh, Christy. Yeah, Christy, have a great weekend. Great to have you back. And I see folks dropping off, so that's fantabulous. Have a great weekend. Do some cool stuff. Take some chances. Stretch your comfort zone a little. And we'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.